Another episode of Madge Unmuted. Did I say episode? I meant episode of Madge Unmuted. I am your host, Madge Madigan. I have sound effects now. I want to introduce you to my lovely and talented producer, Scott Fitzgerald.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Oh, that's fantastic. We are here at lovely Rock Fox Studios. Where you can do all your recording needs. Scott, you want to tell them about it?
All your recording needs. I can't say it any better, really. It's we do podcasting, we do e-learning, we do voiceovers, we do pretty much everything. Anything I can get my greedy little hands on, I like. So
you're a go-getter. I like that.
Going to get the go.
So look it up on rockfox.com.
There you go.
Okay, look, I have something to show you.
You going to show us those again?
I can't hear you, so don't talk. Look, I got a haircut.
You got your hair did.
I did, and it's straight. I'm straight.
You're straight now.
Except for a few times when I was drunk.
You were young. You needed the money.
$20 is $20. So, hey, speaking of that, I had such an awesome weekend. I had a friend that we're an old friend. We were over at his house, and he's a hairdresser. He's a few years older than me. He's a hairdresser. He's very out and proud gay person.
Mm-hmm.
And
you had me at hairdresser.
I love me some
hairdressers are some of my favorite people.
My friends. Oh my God. So anyway, so we're at his house, and I forgot how it started. Somebody was texting him, and they're like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's my girlfriend from high school." And my other friend that I was with, we're like, "You had a girlfriend?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was for a couple of years." And he's like, "Why?" And we're like, insert name here. he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, when we were in elementary school, I was in 4th grade and you were in 8th grade, and I knew you were gay." And my friend says, she's like, "Yeah, I knew you were gay." And he's like, "Really?" He goes, "I didn't."
Hey.
But
sometimes it takes a lot longer for us to.
Oh my God, that happens so much.
Ourselves.
Well, you know why? Because society wants us to come out and conform to our genders,
right.
And then you're a boy, you're gonna marry a girl, a girl's gonna marry a boy, you're gonna have babies, you're gonna live happily ever after. And then you try and do that, and then you're just like, nah, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, it's not always the case.
No, it isn't. So that was my weekend. Well, that wasn't just my weekend, but my weekend was phenomenal.
Brilliant.
That's spelled PHUHNOMINULL. Phenomenal. How was your weekend?
It's great.
Care to elaborate?
There's nothing to elaborate on. It was okay.
There was no new fresh hell that 2020 hath wrought.
Oh, it's every day. There's some crazy something happens that I didn't anticipate, but nothing drastic, nothing burnt down. Thank God, even though that's a problem.
Thank you.
And the whole western half of our country is on fire.
Okay.
It's
yeah. I mean,
I can't complain about anything. People have real problems.
There's fires. The West Coast is on fire. The East Coast, southern half, is underwater with a hurricane. We had the COVID, the politics, the social unrest, volcanoes, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria.
Yes. Do you know what movie that's from?
Ghostbusters.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm usually so good at that. You know what I thought? I thought that was from Stripes.
It's Bill Murray, so you're halfway there.
It's interchangeable. But okay, so 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It is such a clusterfuck.
Mm.
And so with all that stuff, I thought, this is a little unconventional. Everybody, stay with me. But 2020 is completely unconventional. So what the hell do you have to lose? My dear beloved friend, Amy White, is with us today. And she is, let me read her thing here. And I'm sorry, I have it on my crappy iPhone because I didn't get it. Well, okay, I did print it out, but I left it at home because that's what I do. And it's 2020. Amy White Amy White is an international best-selling author, highly sought-after speaker in an intuitive medium on a mission to help individuals heal the past, discover personal truths, and thrive. Amy's one-on-one coaching, digital courses, and public talks allow audience to gain a deeper understanding of the beliefs that are blocking their most authentic lives. Her insights and techniques help usher in big, bold changes and more subtle aha moments that lead us closer toward our dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy White.
Hello, hello.
They're clapping really loudly.
Hi, doll.
Hey.
How are you, love?
Oh my gosh, it's so good to be here.
I know. How are you? Are you on fire there? I mean, not you personally, but
yeah, I'm always on fire.
I know.
No,
girl,
today's the first day that we actually have like healthy air in 3 or 4 weeks.
Really?
So the sun is out, the sky is blue. It's been quite a journey.
Amy is in the San Francisco Bay Area. And you can find her at amywhite.co. Right. Okay, so I thought. Okay, Amy has been helping me for years. I'm not just the president, I'm a client. What was that? Hair Club for Men.
Cy Sperling.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad I have people in my life that understand me and my ridiculousness. So I've been talking to Amy, and how do I say this, Amy? Because, not everybody's into this, whatever, that's fine with you, but connecting to the universe, like on a deeper level.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's a bit unconventional for some, but this year has been awfully unconventional. And Amy has shed a lot of light on why this is such a clusterfuck this year. So I don't know where you want to start, but
oh gosh. Well,
so yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so I guess start at the end where like we're doing all this because it's leading to something ish.
Well, it is. It absolutely is. It's not easy sometimes to even hear that information when we're in the middle of this crazy year. But there is really big conscious up-leveling that's happening within the global consciousness, the collective. I mean, it's really what we're going through and how it's impacting us is touching every human being and every life force on the planet.
Oh my, yeah.
Probably beyond.
I'm sure everyone will attest to that.
Yeah. And so, like I said, it's hard to see in the midst of it, but there are lots of gifts here. And some of them are in the simple ability for us as a society to take a pause. And while for many, it's an uncomfortable pause. And this is not to say that there aren't really deep, painful things happening, because I know that there are all over.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
But there is sort of this light at the end of the tunnel. There is better days coming. This isn't going to last forever.
Keep that in mind, folks.
Yeah, but it isn't, I mean, like anything, before COVID, there were other things that created the panic and the fear and the uncertainty in different pockets of the planet. This is just a time where it's really impacting everyone at the same time.
All over the world.
All over the world. The entire world.
The entire world. And that's why, well, we won't get into that. The kind of the one rule I have in this podcast is that it's a break from all of the crap. I don't want to talk about politics, COVID, and anything. However, we can say that this year has been just like
crap.
Yeah.
A major league dump. And so just in a whole, like, what's going on? So can you tell us how particularly you get this information?
Sure. I channel what is, I guess people could look at it as universal consciousness. So it's for me, I channel energies that actually call themselves the greater consciousness. And the way that they describe themselves is really the tapping into the infinite wisdom that exists within the entire universe, but also within each and every person that's here on the planet.
That's the thing. Okay, people, I love this stuff and I'm a believer, and it's all encompassing though, because some of like I'm Catholic and all that jazz, but like I don't want to get too deep. I was just gonna say like God is the universe, or your God is whatever you call it.
Exactly.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, and I try not, like, let's not get hung up on names.
Right.
I think that no matter what the belief is, that there's a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
You can call it whatever. I actually have a thing with my sister where she doesn't like the word universe, and I'm not really crazy about the word God, so we call it Fred. So
That's right.
She'll call me and be like, what's Fred have to say these days?
What do you call it, Scott?
Well, I wouldn't call it Fred because that's my father-in-law's name, so definitely going to skip that one. I go with the universe or nature. Sometimes I refer to it as nature.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And you know what? And if you don't believe in stuff, you're an atheist, then fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a belief system, right?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. But wouldn't you, if you're atheist, you could still believe in yourself, right?
Well, and, I would say that many atheists, while they don't believe in the big G God, they do believe that there are factors in the universe that, are helping to guide and lead and, unfold life for them. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that, they're all just like, life is random.
Yeah. So... Okay, my God, like this is so like Amy and I have been. I'm in a group that Amy facilitates. That's the word, and like I don't know. I enjoy all these spiritual things, and as Amy calls it, the woo woo things, and so I don't even know where to start because we've been talking about this like since the beginning, like oh my God, and it just, everything makes sense because how can we have all of this crap all at the same time? What other explanation is there besides we're doing a reset?
Yeah.
Personally and the world.
Yeah. What does that mean, a reset, though? What would that mean to you? Like, is that bad for us?
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
Oh,
it's good.
God, no.
All right. Because I'm thinking like computers. If my computer reset while we're doing this, we're screwed. We lost everything. So
yeah, but when it comes back up, it runs better.
Right.
Because it clears cache.
Yeah.
Right.
And it gets all all the programs come back into alignment in a way that runs smoother.
Okay.
So that's a great example.
Yeah.
Good job, Fitzy. I knew I kept you around for something. No. But no, that like it is resetting everything. Like you said before, everything's on pause, and it's like everybody calm your ass down. Except it's made some people do the opposite, and it's just ride that wave as we've talked about. Just go with it. I think. Anyway, is that what you think, Amy?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing here is that, and I'm trying like to see how I can make this funny as well, but it's kind of not a funny topic right now. So maybe like, a while
Just
down the road, we'll be laughing at it.
Put in some swear words.
But it's a shit show right now. But here's the thing, right? Is that everybody, well, let me even step back further. No one has gone through this experience. No one's gone through it. And so in a way, every single one of us are beginners. And so every single one of us are actually doing the best we can.
Then are we all on the same pay grade? Sorry.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, we're kind of like the playing field sort of been leveled in that way, though, really,
No, I agree.
And so I think that just like anything, right? You start a new job. Some people are like super excited because they're new. It's a beginning of something. And other people are panicked and anxious about because the uncertainty is so much. And it has a lot to do with what our internal belief systems are about what we're capable of and how we can move through things and what's going to happen and how much control we need to have over our experience. And if we're getting nothing here, we're getting a huge lesson in control was a fallacy even before this pandemic time, but certainly now it's we can do what we can to feel in control, but there's less control we have over anything, and yet that's the gift, because from there we can make it anything we want.
Yeah, but who has control? Janet Jackson.
Does she?
She does.
Control.
Except that one time.
Yeah, she lost control, and then the Super
wrote
Bowl
the song because
Super Bowl changed forever.
Oh God, please! That was so
the
set
slip
up and contrived, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, it totally was.
And Justin Timberlake will take that to his deathbed. But anyway, back to Amy. Control. You're absolutely right, and that's what I thought is a big thing about what's the opposite of control. Well, kind of is acceptance, and everybody. The sooner you accept the acceptance of this is how stuff is, that everything's changing. Everything has changed, whether you like it or know it or not, whatever. It's changing. And that can be scary for a lot of people. I get it. It's absolutely scary. Not so much for me. I mean, for the most part. I get a little anxiety, and then I get agita, and then I do a couple of shots, and I'm better. But anyway,
me too.
Girl, I hear you. And so then you do some pole dancing.
That's right, I do.
I'm actually. Not literally.
All right, so can we explore that part of this?
That's not a dig. She does it for fitness.
No, I'm sure. That's exactly what came to my mind too. Not the other way of doing pole dancing. I promise you, it was fitness. I'm like, oh yeah, she's totally not a stripper. She is a fitness person who does pole dance. Because I've seen a few pole dances here and there, and boy, does it take some serious control. You talk about control. That is some serious strength right there.
Yeah, that's a true story.
That is, and that's if you see Amy's pole dancing videos.
I'm Googling it right now.
It's like, and I don't mean this in a.
It's Amy on the pole on Instagram.
There you go.
Is it seriously? Is that your?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a circus act, like that kind of acrobatic level, and she's holding on to things, and
yeah, there's that place here that does that. The aerial artists or something. They teach people how to do pole dancing and the other rope things and all things that I could never, ever do. Ever in a million years.
I used to be able to do it, but now at 55, I don't know. Maybe if I drop 30 pounds. Okay, but back to control.
But that's what we do have control over. That was a great lead-in, right? Because what we can control is how we take care of ourselves during this time. What kind of movement, what kind of food are we putting in our bodies? How much sleep are we getting? Excuse me. And not only that, how are we being towards ourselves, compassionate, kind, giving ourselves a break, giving ourselves some grace, because we haven't been through this before and we are each doing the best that we can.
Here's the thing. Do you think, okay, because one of my things is you're talking about, being kind. There's a whole lot of people not being kind to each other, which is like counterintuitive for me. And do you think being kind to yourself would naturally precipitate being kind to others, or no, is that just...
I think that's where it starts, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, how do you know how to give grace and compassion to someone else if you're not feeling grace and compassion towards yourself? And, under every outwardly, I don't know, judged what we might call bad behavior, there's fear. Fear is like the underlying, emotion that's there. And so, when we're in fear, we're not being compassionate to ourselves. And that's not to say fear is a bad thing. Look, we're all feeling it at some level as we're going through this time.
I've never thought about that. Fear is not being compassionate towards yourself.
Well, when you have compassion for yourself, you can find that place within you that starts to feel grounded in the uncertainty, right? And so when you're allowing yourself, especially to spiral into fear, like I said, there's nothing wrong with feeling fear.
This is a big old spiral this year.
Yeah. But this is what I say all the time. It's like, feel the emotion, just don't unpack your bags and move in there, because that doesn't serve you at all. It just doesn't.
I hear you. I swear to God, keep that baggage in the overhead compartment until we land.
That's right. And only stand up after the pilot turns off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Exactly. I get so mad when I hear when we land and we're still kind of taxiing, haven't even like hit the brakes yet, and you hear all the click, 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 click.
Right.
Button up, people. What's wrong with you?
You're not following the rules.
Yes.
You didn't listen to the lady or man that was given the rules. But
right.
Yes.
Yes, there's a lot of that right now.
Not following the rules or
both.
Both.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
both.
You know what? The other thing about this whole 2020 has become, remember what's her face at the White House? Alternative facts, right?
Oh yeah,
Kellyanne
Conway.
I think people have made this year's become an alternate reality, an alternate universe, and like up is down, down is up, left is right, and people have like made up their own shit. And like I used to have, I used to believe the saying that a lie is a lie. Well, now a lie is a lie unless you don't believe it's a lie, or truth is a truth unless you don't think it's the truth.
I seriously think Marty McFly and Doc Brown are going to come up, and we're going to realize that we're in this tangent that spewed off from when they went back to 1955.
Exactly.
That's the way it feels. It doesn't feel real.
Yeah. But I think, what I want to say about that rule following, not rule following part of this conversation is that there is, a place where we can come into connection with ourselves and start to feel what feels right for us. Right. So, and it's not, but it's also when you're doing that, it's not from this place of I'm going to do what I want.
Right.
It's from the place of what resonates for me, and how does that, when I go out into the world, does that actually help to co-create a peaceful experience for everybody? Instead of like, I'm going to do what I want, and whether you're afraid or not, then that's a different way of looking at it.
Thank you for saying that. That's what I think. I mean, I just don't understand why you just can't like think about other people sometimes. It's not always about you. I mean,
that's the most un-American thing I've ever heard you say.
I know. Sorry. being patriotic is all me and my rights, so I guess I'm not patriotic. Oh, I'm sorry, that was awful. See, I said I wasn't going to go there. Can you cut that part out? But no, I just think. But I love what you said about, because there are an awful lot of people that are judgy. Either side. Like, you post something on Facebook, I don't see anyone wearing a mask in that picture, or no one's social distancing, or why are those people wearing masks? That's stupid. You blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I posted a picture not too long ago, and it was a memory from like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody commented, "Where are all the masks?" I'm like, not in their vaguest imagination that would ever happen.
Lord, people don't read. That's what happened too. Reading has become not fundamental now. So
what can people do to become more empathetic, to get in touch with their empathic selves? I know
that's for you, Amy.
Huge question there.
I don't fucking know.
Well, but I mean, I think that, we talked about it a little bit ago, right? It's finding those spaces where each one of us can be just a little more compassionate towards ourselves. That knowing that we're doing the best that we can, knowing that we don't have control over it, trying to release that control helps to open up the pathways for that deeper introspection. And it sounds like a lot of work, but it certainly can lead to a lot more peaceful experiences than just flailing out into the world because you're scared, and then you're angry, and then you're pushing against everything.
And then you're being an asshole on Facebook after that.
Yeah, completely.
No, that's really great. What's that word? Advice. That's what. And I have to. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my watch because somebody, Fitzy, forgot to turn on the clock here.
It's right there. You got a remote right in front of you. You press start. What, I got to do everything for you?
I thought you started it.
Well, it's no point in starting it now.
No, which one is it?
It's the one in your left hand.
Really? It's okay. So we're working on it, people.
What time how long do you want this podcast to go?
I don't know, like 30 minutes.
Okay. We got a couple of minutes left, I think.
Well, it's a 2 or 10. What does that mean? Anyway.
Take a breath. Take a deep breath. And forgive yourself for all of that.
Can I let it out?
let it out. I didn't realize I had to tell you that too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You did. Sorry. You can probably smell my breath from here. So anyway.
Is that rum?
No, it's vodka. Oh wait, that doesn't smell. Anyway, Amy.
Yes.
You are phenomenal, and I just love you dearly. And I thank you for helping me through this, because it's been just, it's so important to me. And if anybody else wants to learn more about this, or talk to Amy, or join our little group or whatever, they can go to
amywhite.co.
amywhite.co, or look her up on Facebook, Amy White
Medium.
Amy White Medium. You want to talk to dead people? Go to Amy. She's got all kinds of dead people.
All the time.
all dead people all the time.
It's so busy in this room right now.
Do any of them know me?
There was a couple of them that showed up earlier, but I asked them to just get out.
That was probably good. That was a good idea. Yeah, good call.
I'm like, oh no, you know him? No.
Yeah, good call.
Not today. Yeah. Not today.
Yeah.
Not today.
Don't want them hanging around. Now go check your fridge. It's going to be missing something.
Going to be missing some beer in there. No, I was at the cemetery this weekend, and I swear to God, it was like I was in a crowded bar. Like, will you people shut up in my head? Trying to talk to my grandparents.
Oh, really? Can you do that?
I don't don't know. I mean, I can sense stuff. I don't know. I know I don't want to sound kooky and whatever, but yeah, I think
you're in good company.
She's gonna let Amy sound kooky.
You just sound kooky. She gets paid for it. She gets paid to be kooky. Let her. No, I do. I mean, but I feel like I can talk to God too. But like he doesn't really answer me a lot. But no, but like in signs and stuff.
Sure.
The universe, God, greater consciousness can. Yeah, I feel like I'm attuned to that.
Yeah, that's legit. I believe that.
Is it too legit to quit?
Yes, exactly. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
That was my hammer dance. So anyway, Amy, I want to thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. This was so fun.
You are awesome. It was so much fun. And I hope to bring you back again.
I would love it.
Okay.
I would love it. Okay.
Yay. Bye. Thank you. Okay, Scott.
Yeah.
You and I gonna keep talking?
Yeah, we can do that.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
So what did you think of that?
That was cool. I love that stuff. I absolutely love that stuff. And so in August, so what are we, August 2020? So in August of 2018, a man who was sort of a handyman guy who was living next door to me and working on this person's house. He was like a friend of the family. He was living there. They went away to Europe while he was working on the house. One day I came home and I saw all these emergency vehicles out front right next to my house, and I'm wondering what's going on. The kids were in there. I checked on the kids. They were fine. I walk in the backyard and there's a man hanging from a tree. And that was him. That was the guy, the handyman, who he offed himself in the night. And we had just seen him the day before. So
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy. So right around the same time, I don't know if you're familiar with the TLC show Mama Medium.
Oh yeah. What's her name? Jenny, Jenna.
Yeah, Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny Marie.
Yeah.
So she was here doing some stuff for her show. We were recording some stuff
in the studio.
She's in the booth, and all the lights turn off. But the power didn't go out because the computer stayed on. So all the lights turn off.
Just have to change a bulb.
And I'm like, what do you do? And then all the computer monitors turned off and turned back on, but the computers themselves stayed on. So whatever happened technically didn't make any sense. So I was like, what are you doing? She's like, that's just my energy. You know, people don't like me to go around their electronics. I'm like, no kidding.
I wish you would have told us when Amy was here, but that's okay. But whatever. That's just like regular every day for her.
Yeah, right. She's like, yeah, so
yeah.
So I told her the story because I was broken up about the whole thing that happened. It just happened the day before.
Oh my God, I wouldn't have been able to function.
So then she starts talking to the guy. And she's like, "Oh, I just got really nauseous." And then she's like, he's saying all this stuff like he regrets doing it. He wishes he didn't do it, and he's yelling these numbers out, and I'm like, and she's like, I gotta turn him off. I gotta walk away. She's like, and she was telling me about how sick she felt. Now this guy was an alcoholic. He had no teeth. What happened was he had ran out of drinks, and then he couldn't drive, and he couldn't go. He had no money. He couldn't buy, and he just said, you know what? That's it. I'm checking out. And so I believe in this stuff 100%. And then there's a lot of people like, that's bull crap. Yeah. And there's a lot of charlatans. There's plenty of charlatans.
Sure, absolutely.
Because how can you tell? Yeah, I'm talking to your mom right now. Yeah, and she says she loves you and she misses you, and
you're kind of an asshole. So stop it.
You were a good child.
No, I'm sorry. Was that what she was saying to this guy, or no? Or are you just saying that? Whatever.
No.
Oh, you just that was just like a made up example. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
Where some people who are the charlatans, they make general statements.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You think
Oh, I got it. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Did you ever own a pair of brown shoes? Oh my
They're here with me now in the afterlife.
Oh, how are they? How are my brown shoes?
They're very worn out.
Yeah.
They don't have very good soul. Sorry.
Because I sucked the soul right out of them. I'm a soul sucker. That's what I do.
I know a couple of those.
Yeah.
Lived with one, actually.
Oh.
Past tense.
Well, that's good. What do you call those? Succubus.
Succubus.
Isn't that what they?
Incubus and succubus.
What's the difference between incubus and succubus?
I think one's a female and one's a male. I don't know which is which. They're the demons.
I know that, but like
incubi and succubi. Sounds dirty. Sounds dirty.
Is that what a hooker says?
Yes.
Succubi. Sorry. Sorry about that, folks.
And that's it's time for the that's what.
Oh dear God. Wait, do that again.
The bicycle.
Yeah. Sorry. We cut that out. Sorry.
Yeah, we can cut those out.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh my God. Sometimes I embarrass myself.
That's okay.
And I'm not even like drinking. So,
it's almost 5 o'clock. It's almost 5.
So, but if I was in Puerto Rico, it's already 5, isn't it? Aren't they an hour ahead?
Are they?
Somewhere in the Atlantic, since we're on the East Coast, New York, somewhere.
I always thought Puerto Rico was in the same time, but I could be wrong. I've been there many times, but I don't ever recall ahead of time.
I haven't been there, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go everywhere this coming year because.
Are you? Like in 2021, are you planning on doing a lot of traveling?
Yeah, because I haven't. I treated myself to buying myself a, what do you call that book that you never use, that I never use, a passport.
Oh.
So 5 years ago.
Does it say thesaurus?
Fuck you very much. And I bought a passport and I was like, damn it, I'm gonna do this because, you know, I've spent the whole time raising my kids and poor broke single mom, yada yada. So I figured, you know, that would buying that would precipitate, you know, big travel. Well, not so much yet, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I think more people should travel, actually.
I think so
too. If you learn more about people from other places, because you become a better person, better citizen of the world.
Absolutely. And you know what? In lieu of that, I've become an armchair tourist. So I just like watch all kinds of travel shows and stories about other countries. Like I used to watch, you know, Anthony Bourdain was a great resource for that. So
a great show. Rest in peace.
Yes.
This is a real downer episode, I think. I'm feeling we had some good points, some good parts, but
so just edit out all the
death,
all the
dead people reference.
Yeah, all the sad things. So
then we have to re-record 25 minutes so that we can make the 30-minute mark. Hey.
All right. So anyway, on that note, thanks for joining me on another episode of Madge Unmuted. Thank you so much to Scott Fitzgerald and RockVox Studios. For all your recording needs, go to rockvox.com. And you can look at my stuff at madgemadigan.com. Whatever you're not looking at now, look at it on madgemadigan.com. And please, would you subscribe, like, and share and all that good stuff. So I hope to see you next week, or in 2 weeks. That's what we do. Okay? From Madge Madigan, have a good one.